And guys, this is a great lesson. Here's the thing. Kev's gonna trim this down a little bit to where we're not seeing all the work we're putting in between. But we did alignment rod. Got better. It didn't get perfect until you actually just went up, turn. Now what I want to talk about, how the arms and hands should work relative to the body. Hips should always be in line with the ankles. You can see that if I drew a line from your ankles up, your hip joint's behind. Okay, so two things that's probably gonna happen before I even look at this. Inside takeaway, hands lift to the top. That leverage allows him to hinge the club properly. So when you look at this, he's going to set the club the right way, butt of the club down inside the ball, watch this. Weight still up in the balls of the feet there, because the right setup. Turn it right back to the top, and there's the perfect position that we're looking for, okay? Now ready? There's that line on my feet. That's the train track for my hand path and the takeaway. My first 12 inches, 18 inches is going right down that line, ready? And all I'm doing, I'm using the angle that I have here, and I'm pushing away on the handle to create that L, maintaining connection between body and hands. The same turn that I worked on from the face-on view, ready for this? There, okay, look at the downward pressure down this line right there. And then from here, boom, nice turn to the top, right down the line. So here, set up in here.
All right, so.
Start with the hips over your ankles. So here's the way I like to do that. Stand up straight.
All right.
Because you know your hips and ankles are in line at this point. You know they're in line. Now ready, here's the next part.
All right.
Don't push back at all. Just go straight forward on your toes.
Got
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Now just break the knees a little bit and go down. A little more forward tilt. And feel like you're really on the balls of your feet.
Okay.
There you are. Now take your grip. Nice hip bump. And I'm going to show you guys, everybody, what we're looking for. Ready? If there's a little downward pressure, look at this. The club's right in line there. Maybe just in front even. And then it goes up that forearm. And then you can just relax this elbow and just turn your body, and there's that perfect position at the top. When I keep my hands low and away, that's really my body pushing the handle away. You see how it's like really built up? Watch when I just pick up my hands, kind of. You know, that move right here is like this. The club's like right there, and it just never gets in a good position. But when I push my hands low and away, you can literally see my body wind it up. It looks powerful. It looks like it's collected at the top all together rather than just lifting alongside you. The set position, my chest is facing it. Look at this. I just have to move this under and past my chin, and then I'm done. That's it. It's not some big move. It's just the 90% of your swings right here. And then it's a little turn to the top. This is an old thought we gave on YouTube. And Kev, film us up close here, bud. Here's where I'm hitting, okay? The 10 and 10 is so good for people who get low and inside.
Right.
Here's why. 0 is when the club is right down the line of your feet, when it's parallel to the ground. It basically, from Kevin's perspective there, makes my hands disappear. Watch this. 10 degrees out, 10 degrees up. That's where people should practice it who come back in here, because that's what it's going to feel like in order to get it up in front of you. You're going to understand that a lot of times people who take it inside are low and then inside. So what are we looking for? Higher and a little out. So I call it the 10 and 10 right here. Rehearsals there, often lead to this one right here. It's like if I held this right here, you're not letting your hands get outside. You want the club to be outside. And I'll exaggerate it like this. The club should be, there it is. Do you feel that? That's the one right there. Do that again. So look what I'm doing, guys. I'm preventing the big mistake. Everybody wants to move their hands out to get the club out. Don't do that. And here's the exaggeration. Get the club out there. There we go. That's more the 10 and 10. I can always tell it's right when Kev's back there nodding his head. He knows. You know, right, Kev? Yeah. We might have to then just illustrate this for you and have, club and shaft matching, midway point between hands and feet, and have this right here. So when you're in here, the club stays on top of this as you turn back.
That definitely is going to force
Ready for this? Not because you're pushing your hands out. My hands are actually staying under that line. It's the fact the club's staying outside that line that then gets that look right there. Let's define that. Watch this. If my hands are hanging on this white line, if my hands are connected to my body's turn and moving in the direction of my shoulders, there's never a time they're ever going out away from me. They're only going straight and then up the escalator because they're moving in the direction of my turn. But this will never touch your downswing. So I don't want you staying on top of it on the downswing. I want you over it and under it. Yes. Keep doing it. That's perfect right there. and then there's your hands going up the right path. Look at how much better that position is.
Yeah.
It's so hard to come over the top from there. You can just bring that thing straight down underneath you. I'll be dead
Turn
honest
back.
with you. I sucked at this when
Yeah.
I was learning the game and working at it. I used to rip it inside.
Yeah.
And the only way that I got it, I can run you through every drill in the book to how to get that club outside. But here's the funny thing about it. It wasn't until I did this right here that I got it. I literally did this for like 3 weeks straight. I remember doing this with my dad and I.
Yep. Nice.
And you know, the reason being, and the reason why that's so good right there is because here's the thing. It put me preset in the position that
Right.
when I turn back here, I'm like, oh wait, that's where I need to get, and I memorized this spot. So then I went like this, and was like, okay, hold on, I can get there. You know what's funny about that? Watch this when I get it there. If I turn and face Kev, see how it's right in front of me still?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, that's what we're doing to start with. It's amazing how well you can hit it like that too, by the way. It's unbelievable. It puts the club in a great spot. Now here's the thing. We're then gonna go up as a drill and feel like the rehearsal right here. And then what I want you doing is rehearsing it and trying to get back there after feeling that drill, right?
Okay.
So here's me just trying to get right back to that same spot. All right. You got it.
All right.
Dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna be going back home playing golf. Like, you're gonna take some money off everybody doing this.
Oh, big
And
time.
you're just gonna be just like this. You're gonna be like, all right, here we go, guys. Yeah, right here, just,
Yeah.
you know? But it's funny how when you do that, like, you really feel where it needs to be halfway back and at the top in a good position. So many people will work on getting the club back in the right spot, but they lose the path of their hands and where the hand should be traveling. And that's a huge part of the backswing is the hand path.
Right.
And then, you know, it's swing plane and hand path. Swing plane is, hey, where's the shaft pointed, right? Hand path, the direction the hands turn. Those both need to be correct in order to be in a position to where you don't have to manipulate as much coming down. But like I said, you know, here's me swinging normal now. Watch, you can gas it with this drill. You don't have to even go slow, but just slow back.
Yep.
I mean, I'm going to start playing like that too, you know? It was pretty... Yes, yes, yes. I mean, best of the day right there.
Yeah, that was good. Felt solid.
Dude.
Square. I mean, just feeling it.
Oh, dude.
Right at it.
Understanding it's going to feel at first, it's going to feel like two pieces, you know, and that's why the
Yeah.
drill that's going to be awesome for you is going to be this drill right here, right? Where you get in here like this,
Right.
you go,
Okay.
right? That drill right there is awesome because it guarantees the proper set position. Absolutely. And then, you know, we're going to have to work in stages here, right? After we get that down to, okay, I get it. That's the under the belt. That's the over. And then I turn through. We're going to then blend it into like a, what I call the Sun JM, right? Where it just becomes, okay, hold on. This feeling, but hold on. We're going to blend that together nice and slow. And then go. Okay? Get it there. Once you're set, you just turn and fire. And then ready? Let's get it there, but let's just keep it going. And then there it is. What the viewers don't see, Kevin does an incredible job of chopping this up and maybe only seeing me repeat myself twice.
Right.
What viewers don't realize is I probably have repeated myself saying that 50 times in the lesson. But how many times that he's gonna do that drill necessary to make a real change, we'll sit here for 2 hours and do that drill. For 2 straight hours. You know what's funny? We'll come back tomorrow and do the same darn thing. Of course we're gonna blend it into the other swing, to the real swing as fast as possible.
Right.
But in order to create a habit, I always talk about it. So you have 2 columns, right? You have this column that you've done this many times, and you have the new swing. Until we've done that enough times to where we felt this position,
Yeah.
and we just start to kind of even that out and then get it to be even more.
Yep. I agree.
I disagree with people who say if you've made 10,000 swings one way, you need to make 10,001 swings the other way. I don't agree with that. From watching students and watching people who've worked at it the right way, you just need to make the next 200 the right way.
Right.
And an athlete will pick up on
Yeah.
what it is that you were doing.
Agreed.
It just can't be back and forth. And the problem is if I let you go with no drill, you're going to be somewhere in between.
Yeah.
And then our unconscious thoughts get overridden by the subconscious thoughts when you're taking it 2-second golf swing.
Right.
And then you work back into old tendencies. But Kev, you know what's funny? Kevin, like, can you just, like, you've watched enough of these lessons now. It's time you get your takeaway down. Kev has a great swing, by the way. But if I just see him take the club away one more time like this, I'm like, dude, you've watched so many times me explain this. You have no excuse. I'm pulling it up right now. Right now for the viewer. Hey, what I'm working on. Look, but here's where I give him credit. Oh.
You're right.
Wait.
I just don't know what happened to you. I'll show you my new video. I saw the 10-10 video.
He's here to redeem himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
Just put the hat back on.
I take it back.
Yeah.
I take it back. Put the hat back
It's getting
on.
better.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, dude.
it's almost there.
Kev, this is like an A for. This is a big A for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting
Okay.
better.
Okay.
Myself there.
Okay. At Porzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our full swing masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our full swing masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.